All right, so we are here at Speedway Harley-Davidson, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Highway King. That's right, you're seeing it. Right, so this is Harley-Davidson's icon motorcycle for this year. This is the Electra Glide Highway King. Unlike your typical Milwaukee 8 114 that has 118 foot-pounds of torque, somehow they managed to squeeze out 122 foot-pounds of torque out of this beauty. It has 95 horsepower, a wet weight of 849 pounds, and a seat height of 29.6 inches. You've also got that very stylish windscreen with the orange tint on it to match that beautiful paint job. I wish y'all could see this in person. It has that metallic orange finish and it looks stunning. You have this retro seat here with an actual shock. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's a physical shock for the seat on this motorcycle. You've got the white bags, and we threw on Tab Performance exhaust as well as a torque cam in this baby. This specific unit is unit 806 out of 1,000. They only made 1,000 of these, so if this is something you're looking for, you're gonna wanna jump on it. Speaking of jump on it, we're gonna have Cody sit on here so you can see what it looks like with his height. He is 5'9". Go ahead, Cody, to have a seat. So as you can see, if you're 5'9", Cody can still flat foot the bike perfectly fine. It's a little bit taller seat than your typical Road King or something like that, but it is definitely doable, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty comfortable. Give me a thumbs up, Cody, if that's comfortable for you. Perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Cody crank it up so you can hear how this baby sounds. That thing sounds beautiful. Who wants to see some riding footage of Cody riding it so we can see what it looks like in the parking lot? I know Cody wants to ride it. All right, we're gonna have Cody do a ride by so you can see what this baby looks like moving. That bike sounds so good. He was having so much fun, he didn't want to bring it back. All right, so we're about to go out and ride this baby and let you know how it feels. So we are off on the Highway King. All right, my first test curve here. Yeah. She actually feels kind of easy to maneuver. So first things first, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or the seat that I'm sitting on. It's a much higher seat height with a shock below you. And you definitely can tell from the way this baby rides. The ride is extremely smooth, almost similar to that of like a Cadillac. But the bike feels extremely controllable, which is probably because at this point I'm sitting on top of the bike versus a lot of Harleys, you sit in the bike. I believe this is the same type of setup that the police have on their Harley-Davidson motorcycles, and you see how easy it is for them to maneuver those motorcycles. This bike is extremely maneuverable from the way it feels. It feels really lightweight, especially once moving. Now when you're at a dead stop, if you're leaning the bike over a little bit, of course you're going to feel that weight. You're going to feel that on any Harley-Davidson. But once this bike is moving, it feels extremely manageable. It feels lightweight. It has that flickability feel to it a wee bit. Maybe not as flickable as some of the other Harleys, but it's definitely maneuverable And the seat is extremely comfortable. I'm loving the fact that I have suspension on the bike and suspension on my butt. Like, that's a win right there. A shock for the butt. Who wouldn't want that? You know, the handlebars, in my opinion, seem a little bit lower than I would like them to be, but I'm sure that helps with that maneuverability of the bike. And the reason they seem lower, what up? The reason they seem lower is because of the fact that your seat is a little bit higher. These are your standard height handlebars. They just seem a little lower because of the seat height on this bike. Look at that, I'm barely moving. You're able to balance it. It's extremely well balanced. Now, as far as the performance, am I feeling a big difference in the performance from the 118 foot-pounds of torque you got on your typical 114 to the 122 foot-pounds of torque you got on this 114? And this one's probably got more than that, honestly, because they put a torque cam in here. But I'm not really, it's not like overly aggressive. Like when you roll on, it's smooth. Oh God, does it sound good. This bike sounds amazing. Has a very smooth throttle response to it. It's a cruiser. This isn't something you're going to want to take out and ride aggressive, or be trying to drag bags through the canyons, or doing that ST type of performance. This is a classic styled motorcycle that you're going to want to show off, and you're going to want to just cruise on. And it feels, that's what it feels like it's meant to do. It feels good cruising on this baby. I feel like if you're getting too aggressive, the seat isn't really designed for that. I feel like it'll throw you back too much, and you might end up sliding back and end up sitting on that metal bar that's behind the seat, and that's not going to be a good feeling. But the throttle response is extremely smooth. The tab performance definitely set this off. I like tabs on any bike. The sound of that tab performance is insane. It's just so aggressive. And with the torque cam, like, listen to this. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can. And it's like, the windshield is blocking the majority of the wind that I would be feeling to my chest right now. I kind of wish I had that wind right now because it's kind of toasty out here, and I'm not catching a lot of wind. I honestly don't even feel wind hitting the top of my helmet or my head, even though I'm looking over top of the windshield. Like, let's see, I'm feeling, hold on, let's see when does the wind kick. No wind, no wind, no wind. I feel wind about right, when my hand's about right there is when the wind is, and that's over my head. So I'm 6 feet tall, and it's blocking literally all the wind that I would be feeling to my torso and my head. Let us know, what do y'all think of the look of this Highway King? What do you think about the bags, the windshield, that retro styling, the larger seat with the shock in the white and black? I think it's a very classic styled motorcycle that just looks good. I mean, there's no other way to put it. The bike looks good. Now, Cody was 5'9". He was able to flat foot the bike. So of course I'm able to flat foot the bike. My knees are bent slightly, so it's definitely comfortable sitting here. It does feel like the seat is wider. It's a little wide. The seat is sort of wide. It's not the most comfortable seat when your legs are down, unless you like spread eagle and you got your legs wide open. Then it feels okay. But if you got your legs closer to the bike, it's not the most comfortable. But once your feet are up on the floorboards, it feels good. It feels amazing at that point. Man, that bike sounds crazy. We're taking it easy on her. This is a classic. You don't ride classics all aggressive and insane. You cruise on them. Ain't that right? Now, this is a limited edition motorcycle. They only made 1,000 of these. This is number 806. Each dealership is only getting a limited amount of these. So this is one you're going to want to jump on immediately if you're looking for it. And a lot of people may have to go outside of their state or outside of their immediate area to get this motorcycle. That's just the reality of it. So if you're anywhere in the Concord, Charlotte, North Carolina region, and you've been even considering or thinking about one of these, the smart thing to do would be to come up to the dealership, check it out in person, have one of the sales guys let you have a seat on it so you can see how it feels. You know, check the bike out, because it's not going to be very often that you're going to come across one of these, and that's facts. 100% facts. You know, normally I like to ride the hell out of a motorcycle because that's kind of my riding style, but on this bike it just makes you want to cruise. Like, I want to take this down to the beach and just cruise the strip nice and slow, like just cruising, letting the sun reflect off this beautiful paint, like just showing it off. Man, that's what you want to do. I just want to cruise. No need, no rush. I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. Man, this thing's gorgeous. Come to a stop, putting my feet down. Yeah, with my feet down, it's a little weird. I feel like it would take some getting used to, as far as how I'm seated on the seat, and that's just because it's wide. But that's how these bikes were back in the day. They had these wider seats, and it's just something you got to get used to. I feel like it's definitely doable, but once your feet are up, it feels good. It feels really good. But make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We want you to like this video, comment down below, share the content. I guarantee you somebody you know is looking for this bike. Share the content. Hit that bell notification so you'll be notified whenever we put up videos in the future. You know I gotta do what I do best. We gotta pull over here to get some photos of this baby. Let's do it. Gonna pull over here. I don't really care about the Speedway being the backdrop of this scenario. I'm cool with the bathroom being the backdrop. Alright, yeah, we're gonna use the bathroom as the backdrop. I don't know about that. I don't really like the bathroom as the backdrop. I want a little bit of the Speedway in it. Let's put her right there. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty, let's take one more look. Before we go, look at that baby. That right there is a beautiful machine. If you made it to the end of this video, definitely let us know what you think. And we'll see you in that next one. Oh yeah, enjoy this B-roll.